Hello and welcome to computer class. How are you all students? Students, today in our class we are going to start with the chapter number 4, that is continuing with Windows 8.1. And in this chapter we are going to read about the start screen, its background, hot corners and charms bar. So let's start the class. So let's start with chapter 4, continue with Windows 8.1. Now here, let's revise few of the questions from the previous chapter. So here we have to state whether the sentence should be true or false. So the first one is start screen helps to open an app quickly on the computer. It is true. There are many tiles which are present on start screen. Whenever we click on it, we can quickly open it. Second, charms bar cannot be accessed from the desktop. It is false. Charms bar can be accessed from the desktop. Third, taskbar is displayed on the desktop screen. It is true. We can see taskbar at the bottom of the desktop screen. Fourth, the control key helps us to select multiple non-adjacent icons on the desktop. Non-adjacent icons means the icons which are far away from each other. So we can press control key and select them. So it is also true. Fifth, we cannot change the position of icons on the desktop. We can change. So this is false. Now let's move into the chapter. So first one is start screen. When we switch on our computer that has Windows 8.1 operating system on it, the start screen is displayed. So start screen is the first screen when we open a computer which has Windows 8.1 operating system. And we know that operating system is that which controls all the functions of our computer. Now, if we have set a password for our computer, the login screen appears first. We simply need to type our password in the password box and press the enter key to go to the start screen. Sometimes in some computers, passwords are being used to open a computer. So as we enter the password in the password box and press enter key, then the first screen which comes is the start screen. Now let's see, there are many components in the start screen. So let's see one by one what are these components. Now first one is the thumbnail image of open apps. We can see a small images of the apps which are open on the left hand side. Next we can see a start bar. That means when we click on a start button, we see a start bar in which we see open applications. Next comes hot corners. It is in all the four corners of this start screen. And then comes the apps view button, which is at the bottom of the start screen. And then comes live tiles, which give us the current information of that particular application. Like if this tile is of the application news, so it will provide the current news on this application, on this tiles. Next comes charms bar, which have 5 different components which we are going to study further. And then next comes background, which we can see at the back side of the start screen. So now let's start reading one by one of all these components. Next is start screen background. So start screen background is the colored screen on which app styles and other components of the start screen are displayed. We can change the image and color scheme for the start screen background as per our requirement. Now, we know that there are many app tiles on the start screen, and there are other components which are present on the start screen. We can change the background of the start screen. So how can we do that? Let's see. So this is the start screen, and here on the right hand side we can see this is a charms bar. There are 5 components in the charms bar: search, share, start, devices, settings. So we are going to click on settings. It is at the bottom right. So we will click on settings. So as we click on settings, we can move to the personalize window. Now here we can see at the right hand side, it's a personalized window where we can select the different types of backgrounds and different colors in it. After clicking this, so we can see that on the left hand side there are different background images which we can set for the start screen, and on the right hand side there are many colors which we can change for the background of start screen. In this way we can change or personalize the start screen background. Now, moving next to hot corners. The 4 corners of the start screen are called hot corners. They provide us toolbars to perform different tasks on the computer. We can access these hot corners from the start screen, apps view screen, or the desktop. Each hot corner has a different function. Now, in the start screen, we can see there are 4 hot corners on all the 4 sides of the square of the start screen. So it has many different tasks, it has many different functions. So where we have to take our mouse to that particular corner and we can do that function. So let's understand one by one the different functions of the different hot corners. So first one is upper left hot corner. When we move the mouse pointer to the upper left hot corner, the start bar is displayed, and this shows the thumbnail images of the recently opened apps, and we can click on it and we get access to that particular application. Now here we can see it. Next comes lower hot corner, lower left hot corner. Now it helps to access the start button. We can click on the start button and also the start bar, and here we can open the application which is present on the start bar. And next we can see upper right or lower right hot corner. It leads to access to the charms bar, where we can just move the mouse pointer and we can change the date time setting. We can check the battery, and the network icons can also be checked. So these all are the functions which we can check with the help of the upper right or lower right hot corner. We can press Win plus C together to access the charms bar on your computer. This is the shortcut key Win plus C. Win means it's a logo of Windows which we find on the keyboard, and we will press C with that, so the charms bar will get open. Now here we can see that this is a picture that on the left hand side we can see this is a start bar. Different applications are there. We can select any one of them and open that particular application. Next is charms bar. The charms bar is a toolbar that provides us tools to perform many important tasks on the computer. It has 5 tools called the charms. Now we are going to read about one charm in today's class. Rest we will continue with the next class. Now, first is search charm. Search word itself tells that we have to search something. So, what is that? We can search application, programs, files, and settings on our computer. When we click on search charm, a search pane with a search box appears to the right side of the screen. Now, there in the search box, we can write the name of the application or the program or any file, any keyword, as we do so when we have to search. Now, when we search that particular file, a drop down appears. Now, we can click that file and that particular file gets opened. Now, let's see. This is a charms bar which is on the right hand side. Here we can see there are 5 tools: search, share, start, devices, settings. So first of all we will read about search tools, and here when we click on the search tools, so we get this type of window which is on the right hand side. Now here, as it is written a background, if we want to search something which is related to background, so we will type background and some options have been shown. We can select background image, background colors, desktop background, whatever is related to background. So those files or those programs are shown here. We have to just click on it and that particular file gets opened. So this is the homework. You have to read page number 46, 47 and 48 from chapter number 4. Students, in the class we have seen different components of the start screen. So you are going to revise it and read the pages which we have done in the class. Take care. Bye students.